All right. Good morning and welcome back to the New York session 2 for the day 27th of Feb 2025. And I think we should get started with gold as it is just print a new low, but it's also trying to uh, stage a pullback possibly. Uh, we have changed the structure a bit for those who are joining fresh, and we are also proposing an additional wave count. But before that, let's review what the metal has done until now. The drop is the drop could be labeled in two ways actually. The first one we have already done. That was an A, B, C at subminute A with wave A of the minute A, followed by wave B of the minute A, and what we are seeing right now is, I think, wave C of the minute degree, which is unfolding and is possibly going to drop towards 2818. And the question is whether it's going to go from here directly or it's going to go after a pullback. Now, this is one way to watch or count, which we have already projected earlier, maybe a couple of days back, and aggressive shots were taken with the stop loss around the 29.59 mark. Recent shot was taken yesterday around just just after the Tokyo Sydney session around the 28 mark. You can take profits for that. We have already uh, broken the previous support. Now, with the event in view, which we discussed even the last session today, that the first support has been broken after almost, I don't know how many weeks actually. If we go back on a 4-hour chart, then you might want to notice that right from 18th of December, right from the 18th of December, gold has risen one-sided without even touching or breaking any meaningful support. Now, for the first time, it has taken out that support, which could mean that gold is beginning for a much deeper correction. It may not end around 2810 now. This is the probability, all right? And we want to keep ourselves aware of what could be the next move. Now, ideally, when a support of this nature would break, bears would score a point and they would pull back. So selling at current price should be refrained. We are not vouching to sell at current price. Possibly gold is preparing for a counter trend move. Back towards the 28, 25, 28 zone, and then produce a turn again. Right, the Fibonacci ratios have been taken, and the other way to watch this drop is, can you count one, two, and then one expanded flat wave, two, three, running flat wave, four, and five. So this could be one, two, and three, or it could be one, two, three, four, and five. In that case, it would be a leading diagram, or it's just about not touching the first wave, so it could still be the first impulse. Now what we have done, if this is correctly done, in the sense that if this is either the first impulse or the first motive wave complete, or just one more low to complete that motive structure, or yes, or to complete the impulse structure, that 5 wave decline would call for a 3 wave corrective rally back towards 25, 26, and then it would be another 5 wave move, at least another 5 wave move, with the potential targets projected on the right hand side. So that could be 2830 and 2750. All right. I don't know if that 2850 move is testing, or let's go on a daily chart. It would be clear because we have set the visibility options. If this is wave 4 complete, then we are going to see a rally from here itself. But if that is minute wave 3, which is complete, then minute wave 4, let's try and project the value of where the channel would go and meet. It's not necessary that the channel works all the time, but if we have done what we have done is correct, then possibly the channel is indicating wave 4 drop towards 2750. But the only problem is whether this minute wave 3 is complete or not. All right, we'll come to know in a while how the pullback is lasting, but for now there are open overlapping waves, so it won't be good to be too optimistic for a bearish reversal in gold. But let's not become too optimistic. That is a that is 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, and since prices are broken below that 75 mark, it's now confirmed that possibly wave 3 is complete. Where's the wave 3 here? Minute degree wave 3 is might just completed, and we are now looking at minute wave 4 in the making. Now the price action for minute wave 4, please keep in mind 20, 20, 28, 10, 20, and below that it should be around 2750. All right, so I think we will remain short, or maybe book your profits right now and set the limit orders again towards the 29, 26 mark, and with a stop loss around 2960 and a potential target around 282030. All right, that looks more probable path now. We'll keep it as it is, and let's see how the price action shapes up when we come back. All right, next we can pick up. I think we'll quickly review Bitcoin and Solana. But tell you what, it's it's still time before we commit on the long side. It's better to sell on rallies rather than buy on dips right now, with the kind of drop it has done, or it has produced. Now, at least an impulse wave could be in the making. We are not completely sure. That could be wave 4 and maybe one more leg higher, which would complete the 5 wave rally. Then we can look for a corrective decline uh, in an aggressive form to move towards the 98 level. That's what this looks more reasonable and more logical. Even if there is no new drop around the 81 mark, it's okay, but we just need to make sure that that is not wave 4, because by all means this could be wave 4 as well. and then wave 5. So either from here or from there, we will look for an impulse rally and then a corrective decline to initiate maybe aggressive shots with a very tight stop loss running all the way towards 98. But then come 98, we'll have to relook and rethink the structure, whether the bears are going to come back in picture or not. I think probabilities remain too high for bears to come back, right? Maybe one more session, one or two couple of, maybe tomorrow, maybe Friday, because I think what Solana is doing is producing a lower degree wave 4 actually. It's not yet done, maybe one more low below that 130 mark to complete the 5 wave structure. Alright, let's redo the counts here just in case if we were wrong. No, I think what we have done in Solana is perfectly alright. That's wave 1 and triangle A, B, C, D, E, wave 2. And once again, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, that's wave 3. Again, it hardly happens this way, but if we don't take this as a triangle but a corrective move, it will be better. Maybe we shift wave 4 here. And the fifth wave is maybe wave 1, wave 2, 3, 4, and 5. So either wave 4 is here or wave 4 shifts on the right hand side. It doesn't really make much difference. But tell you what, that 5 wave decline is being counted properly. I'd like to just make sure we did the right way in the Bitcoin as well. In Bitcoin, it could be slightly different in the sense that wave 1 and wave 2, that is wave 3 and wave 4, which looks a bit, maybe we should change the degree here. Wave 3 is extending possibly with wave 1 of 3, wave 2 of 3, and the third wave down there. So what we can do is just pull around this wave 3 lower. What we can do is put that wave 1, wave 2, and possibly wave 3, 4, and 5. And the most important thing is we change the degree to a sub-minute. So this implies that the wave 3 is extending and the third wave is an extension further. So just a couple of minutes please before if the third wave is extending, then bears are going to be severely back in business and they're going to continue lower further actually. So it would be a wave 3, wave 4, and wave 5. Let's remove this corrective structure for now. If we are in for a wave 3 extension, then we are going to go much lower. That would just be the wave 3, and then somewhere going forward it would be wave 4, and then where's wave 4 actually? Here's the wave 4. And here goes wave 5. So the structure is going to be very much lower on the downside. If this is the third wave extended, and it looks like, unless it's a leading diagonal, it's fine, but it's not always that we go for a leading diagonal. It could be a third wave extension as well. So we'll keep both options open, all right? If it is a third wave extension, sir, we are in for a massive decline in Bitcoin. So we'll have to wait until the price action further confirms we would rather be inclined to sell on rallies, as we discussed in Solana. Solana is a bit clear chart in the sense that the third wave is not, wave 4 is not entering the territory of wave 1, so that's a good sign. So it's a neat little impulse which is complete or just about one more low. So we'll track this Solana chart and also Bitcoin and then find out a convergence and then take a trade. At the moment, we are very happy staying on the sidelines, sir. All right. Okay, now we can start with the Euro USD and the pound, followed by the dollar index. Now, Euro USD is absolutely following the path. We were expecting a corrective decline. That you see that orange low. So the prices have moved lower. Possibly this is a lower degree wave 4 in the making. So we can actually bring down the arrow a bit since some of the path has been covered, and the next move would be on the north side towards the 750 mark. Possibly we are then going to travel towards 1.09 0955 and 1.1100 as well going forward. All right, so no no particular change in no change at all. What about particular? But there is no change at all in the direction of the trade in the Euro USD. It looks firmly in control of bulls except for the corrective waves here. And those are very healthy signs, in fact. Now let's come back to the trading point of view. Last time we were suggesting if you are not holding any position and if the risk reward ratio is not sufficing, you might want to hold back a bit and wait for a corrective drop, a corrective dip. We've got some drop. It could extend lower towards the 350 mark. So you can either get in now or you can still wait for 350. But tell you what, too much of wait for optimism may not produce the results that is required. So it's good to get on the bus, good to get on the trend as the price action is providing some opportunity. All right, so don't uh, wait too much for getting in the optimum price, please. In fact, you can divide your equity into two parts. Maybe one you can take here, and the other one you can take around 350. That's a good strategy, actually. All right. Okay. So that's the story, and the stop loss we still not changing from 1.0 to 00 for the Euro USD. Upside remains intact, 750 and 1100 respectively. All right, sir. That is Euro USD story. We'll go back to the dollar index now. That is also following the script as usual, as expected, and without much change. Last session we were expecting a push higher, so that gap has been almost filled. We'll take the orange move, and not only it is completing, it's also testing the 38.2%, I think so. And that's exactly the chart that we drew and posted when we entered the dollar index shorts earlier today. So it is quite possible we have completed wave one of three. All right, of one of three means wave minute wave one of minute wave one of minute wave three. There could be possible minute wave two in the way underway, and maybe it's still not complete, but it could go and complete around 107.50 or 108. It's quite possible. All right, so let's be prepared for that. And so that's ideally the place where you would want to go and sell further. And the stop loss ideally remains around. We are not changing the stop right now. We are keeping ourselves a bit safe in the sense that we want to allow some noise, we want to allow some room for the retracement. So it's better to place our stop loss around 109.85 or possibly 110.30, just in case, to avoid the noise and a bit of room for retracement. And the downside targets are not just 106 or 105, but it's actually going much lower towards, you can see that 102 print here. It's also 101, and on the daily chart it's actually going below 99, possibly towards 97. All right, so as I was talking in the last session when we were discussing that we are going to get a good opportunity on the south side, maybe wave 2 of 3, and then we can get a great opportunity to enter the short side for the third wave reversal as well. All right, so that's the story for the dollar index. Let's pick up pound. I think we have labeled already on the FXCM provider. You can see that the corrective decline in pound is so shallow. I mean, I can really count an ABC, an ABC, and an ABC. So this entire structure could be a very shallow WXY. All right, and it is refraining itself. I mean, there's so much of resilience shown by the bulls. They are not giving up even towards the 38.2% retracement, sir. I mean, a 38.2% retracement would be an ideal one to, in case of support, and also in case of building or start to build positions, right? But the resilience shown by bulls is commendable. Very shallow retracement being seen, but it's okay to split your trades. I mean, in two or three parts. Maybe you can take partial here or the remaining around 254 or 255 or 60. But tell you what, this guy is actually meaning strong business. No business on the south side for now. Let's see what the RSI is doing. Is it around the 40 mark? It is just around the 45 mark, so it's not too far away from registering a wave 4. Actually, we can check the same in the Euro USD and the dollar index as well. You can see that RSI dropping nicely around the 37. So a turnaround could be just around the corner, a turn from here. And the dollar index could be around, if it is 60 or closer to 60, it would be even better. Yeah, it is around the 62 mark. So both of them look good now for a potential reversal. So what I'm seeing now on the chart is maybe we've got wave 1 here, and then we've got wave 2, possibly wave 3 of a lower degree just got complete, and now we are seeing wave 4 and another push lower. Let's find out the target. This is when you catch the trend on the right side, it really becomes a fun or a play. That you see that target 104.95 matching exactly with the previous 104.95. So I think we should be game for 104.95 from here, and in the Euro USD. So at least be partially short in the dollar index, please. For Euro USD, let's try and see if it's going towards the 750 mark or not. Not exactly the 750 mark, but it's okay. Not everything plays around as a straight line as it does in our lives. So at least be a bit partially long in the Euro USD as well. So Euro on the long side, dollar index on the short side, and the pound again on the long side. And we we can review what the Dow Jones is doing. Okay, it is a sideways wave for consolidation being continued. Don't be surprised if we see another drop towards 42,700. So trading point of view, we are quite comfortably short, and we don't want to get out cheaply with short-term profits. We I think we are in for a long term. At least we should take 1,000 points cut in this trade, and then wait for a pullback, and then we can come back to sell again. Same story goes in for the SPX 500 as well. That sideways wave 4 continues, and it's so beautiful to see what is happening here. It's wave 1, 2, possibly wave 3 and 4, and we are now inclined for a fifth wave. Alright, that fifth wave would be 55852. Yes, very close to that previous support as well. So watch out for that short to work out today or tomorrow. I don't see the drop that we just saw in SPX in the Dow Jones. Did we see that? Yeah, not of the same intensity, but be prepared for a decline towards 42,700. I mean, it's just about 800 points, and 1,000 points drop in the Dow Jones and the Dow Jones at this price is absolutely not ruled out at all. All right. Nasdaq, we've been waiting. We actually want to sell on the next rally because we are almost just about one wave left for the first impulse to complete, and that's a head and shoulder reversal as well, which we were talking about yesterday. So it would be fun to sell at the right shoulder. All right. So let's bring the current session story as the stories unfold, and we'll be back again in a few hours to touch base and pick up the story where we are leaving right now during the Tokyo Sydney overlap in a few hours from here. And once again, thank you for tuning in. And until the next one, as always, please do take care and God bless. Goodbye.